Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As the chairperson of this group, I officially call this formal meeting to order. Today we are convened to deliberate on an urgent issue affecting our student body. And this issue is cyberbullying among college students. So before we begin, I want to establish our ground rules for today's session. So we will adhere strictly to the parliamentary procedure. Please raise your hand to request the floor. Maintain a professional tone and keep all contributions focused on evidence and constructive solutions. So let us review the proposed agenda for today. So agenda number 1 is presentation of campus empirical survey findings and student impact. Agenda number 2 is evaluation of technical, legal, and welfare frameworks. Agenda number 3 is formulation and adoption of strategic recommendations. So those are the agendas for today. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented? Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The agenda is adopted unanimously. So I now hand over the floor to our secretary Nelson to present the empirical findings.
So, good afternoon, team.
Good afternoon.
So, to ground our boardroom discussion on empirical facts, our team conducted a structured digital survey targeting diploma students across the Department of ICT, Media, and Engineering. We gathered the data from a represented sample size of 200 diploma students. The findings were both deeply concerning and revealing. Our first finding was regarding prevalence. 38% of surveyed students reported having personally experienced at least one form of cyberbullying or online intimidation during their time at Zitech University. This means that in our department, in every 3 students, at least one of them might have encountered these malicious attacks. Our second finding was regarding digital vectors, or the specific channels through which the harassment occurs. These are the WhatsApp class groups, the Instagram group chats, or the informal messaging groups, which represent the dominant channels for harassment, accounting for up to 52% for all reported incidents. I repeat, 52%. Anonymous social media accounts and unmoderated online discussion boards accounted for 32% of the reportings, while direct emails and photo sharing platforms made up the remaining 20%. To put this into perspective, for all of those 200 students we surveyed, at least 52 of the reported incidents from them were either through WhatsApp, Instagram group chats, or these informal messaging groups such as LinkedIn. Nowadays, people find a way to even go through your social security numbers through LinkedIn. Our third finding, we categorize the offenses into three majors. Number one was unauthorized media manipulation. Are we together? This is the circulation of modified photos, or rather AI-generated photos, or deepfakes designed to humiliate individuals. This, all of us here, we are chronicling online, and we can tell by the fact that many images out there, or rather at this time, in this era, they're AI generated. And by the way AI is getting better, it is getting slightly indistinctive. You can now not even differentiate between an original picture or an AI generated picture. Some even have software where they have a way of telling AI to tell this picture it's not AI generated, and therefore passing the text. Our second offense was defamatory stalking and doxing. This is the systematic posting of private personal information or malicious false statements on public boards. You might have taken a picture of your credit card, you might have taken a picture of your national ID, your student's ID, and then while going through the student's portal or rather through their files, you find your images there. This means that although the portal says all your details are end-to-end encrypted, we are seeing that they are lacking the sense of end-to-end encryption. We all come to that agreement. Yes. Our third offense was hostile messaging. This is intentionally locking students out of mandatory academic WhatsApp groups combined with aggressive direct messages. It's either through their WhatsApp, through their Instagram, through their X account, or even through their LinkedIn accounts, even through their emails. Furthermore, Mr. Chair, our data measure the direct psychological and academic toll it's taking on students. Cyberbullying is actively eroding the learning environment. When I say actively eroding, I'm meaning in terms of lowering their self-esteem. The students become socially anxious, they can't tolerate being around people. And number three, it also takes a toll on their studies. We are seeing reduced class attendance, we are seeing truancy, we are seeing reduced grades, we are seeing reduced GPAs, and more. As I sum up, or rather as I come to my final story, this survey reveals a clear reality. Digital harassment is a systematic threat to students' well-being, as we have all seen from all the statistics I've provided, from all those other figures I've provided in. We can clearly see that digital harassment is threatening student well-being, more so those who are still adapting, or rather those first years or those freshers who are adapting into school life. I yield the floor back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Nelson, for the comprehensive statistical breakdown. So 38% is far too high on academic institution, and seeing it directly linked to declining academic performance is deeply concerning. So before I move on, I have a quick point of clarification on your presentation, Nelson. Did the survey indicate whether students feel comfortable reporting these WhatsApp or deepfake incidents through existing university channels?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That is a very good question. As a matter of fact, the data showed an extreme infrastructure deficit. Less than 15% of the affected students attempted to report the incidents. Why did they fail to report? There was citing fear of social relation, public exposure, and the lack of an anonymous reporting platform. Like how I had put it clearly before, you go through the students' portal, you find, yes, there are channels of reporting, but now your information is not anonymous. It will leave your name, your admission number, your email address, your phone number, and all other social, even your social security number, which if anyone was to hack into them, they might do an unmeasurable damage to you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So thank you for that question. Thank you for that. So that brings us directly to our technical, legal, and welfare solutions. And I call upon Caroline, our technical, legal, and policy lead, to present her findings.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. After doing my research about analysis about the Singapore tutorial institution, I can say we must, if I want to put equal obligation and technical gaps that allow adults to act with impunity. From another research, Mr. Chairman, legal perspective, there is a survey information asymmetry on campus, where 74% of the survey students recognize that online harassment is normally harmful. Fewer than 15% are aware that cyberbullying, doxing, and media manipulation are severe criminal offense under national legislation. Specifically, Kenya's Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act on number 5 of 2018 under our national law, unauthorized distribution of private image or electronic stalking carries every illegal sanction, include fines and imprisonment. Are you getting my points? Mr. Chairman, technologically, CTech University currently suffers from lack of specialized reporting infrastructure. Because students must report misconduct in person or via public channels. We all understand there. Fear of exposure prevents victims from speaking. We all know that. Therefore, from technical standpoint, I propose that our IT department commission to design, integrate, and encrypted anonymous reporting portal directly to the existing CTech student portal. The system should feature end-to-end encrypted encryption to protect victim identity. You understand that? Digital evidence, attachment tools for screenshot and chat logs. We all understand that? Automated routing directly to the disciplinary and student welfare committees. Are we together? Without technical reporting tools and clear legal awareness, operators will continue to hide behind digital anonymity. Mr. Chair, I look back to them from.
So thank you, our legal experts, Caroline. Excellent analysis. So combining technical solutions like portal inscription with national legal frameworks and dedicated welfare support gives our secretary our strategy real substance. So at this point, I would like to synthesize our discussion into 5 formal actionable recommendations to be included in our final report. So the first recommendation is policy enactment. So university management to enact a standalone and cyberbullying charter under the student code of conduct by 2015-2027. So the second recommendation is technical. So at this point, I would like to synthesize our discussion into 5 formal actionable recommendations to be included in the report, the final report. So the recommendation number 1 is policy enactment. University management to enact standalone cyberbullying charter into the student code of conduct. So that is the first recommendation. Point number 2 is technical infrastructure. The IT department to build and deploy an encrypted anonymous reporting portal within the student. I think that point is clear. So we move to the next point, which is point number 3. Welfare support. So student welfare to establish dedicated cyber trauma counseling support and train peer counselors. That clear? So point number 4, orientation and awareness. So integrate mandatory modules on digital citizenship, ethics, and the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act into freshers orientation. So that is point number 4, orientation and awareness. I think it is clear. That next point, academic integration. So continue embedding boardroom simulation practicals within the communication skills curriculum to build leadership and communication competencies. So, okay? Yeah, I think that is a very crucial point there. So I want to entertain a formal motion to adopt these 5 resolutions.
Mr. Chair, thank you. I move that we adopt all 5 recommendations into the boardroom reports.
Thank you. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. So Nelson, please ensure that all minutes, survey figures, and these 5 adopted resolutions are compiled into our final report. And then I would like to thank Nelson, our Secretary and Caroline, our legal expert, for your excellent active listening and disciplined adherence to this session for today. So this session demonstrates how effective structured communication can cover real-world institutional challenges. So seeing as there is